And off we go from Denver. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
136 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
Up and good for Santoso. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
The Broncos at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett. Claypool with another catch.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Just like that. 55, 14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Flush to his right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's Pickett.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Up and good for Santoso.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off play action. Pickett.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett, his throw incomplete.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Randy Gregory gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Dancing to his left.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Judy
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Pickett.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Williams again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first.
And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10, 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Check. Lucky.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Wilson.
Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Pickett now on 1st down.
He'll buy some time right.
Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
Touchdown!
Najee Harris.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the...
There like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on. a con whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier.